Joe, first of all, how are you feeling? You feel 100% now after all your injury problems over the last few years?
Yeah, it's good to have a nice run in the team again, be back playing, so it's something that I've really been enjoying and long may that continue.
Is that your hope now that you can put all that behind you and just have a really prolonged run? Because it must have been frustrating over the last few years. You had some great spells in the team, but then found yourself out of it.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a frustrating time for me. Obviously the start of this season and last season, so to be able to put that behind me is good. Yeah.
What's been the key to the recent defensive record? You only conceded one in 2020. It's not bad, is it?
It's not bad. There's room for improvement. I'd just say hard work. The whole team's worked hard towards it. I think we've had quite a settled team the majority of the time, which I think's helped. I just think like hard work, a lot of emphasis has been put on communication and stuff like that, and I think that's really helped.
Do you feel like that's something that's been building throughout the season? Because it is a new group, you have some youngsters, you've not got too much depth, so it's something that has gradually got better as the season's gone on?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's the first time really that there's been that stable back four really. Obviously I know Cam's come in a couple of times for JMO as well, and I think a lot of people say it's massive just to get a cemented team really, and I think we've managed to do that so far, and I think the results have come along and it's really helped us.
How good's been Big Tom at the back? I've seen lots of people singing his praises. How good's he been to play alongside?
Yeah, he's been immense. He's been immense all season really. He's been an absolute brick wall really. So he's been great as Tom, and the great thing about him as well, he's very humble. He's hard working, and I'm sure he'll carry on playing well.
Does he set a good sort of standard both in how he plays and how he carries himself to you and particularly some of the younger guys?
Yeah, I'd say so. He's hard working. Me and Tom we often do extras together after training and stuff like that, and work on various parts of our game. So he's a hard working lad, and I think the success has come from that.
And it also helps when you've got such a good keeper in Senny. Is he the best keeper in League One at the moment, do you feel?
Personally, I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say some things that it just doesn't seem like that much, but his ability to come for crosses and stuff like that and take the pressure off the back four it's incredible really, because we've come under the cosh a couple of times against Oxford in the second half and against the second half against Sunderland. It was not backs to the wall, but we were sat in a shape and we defended well, and there's times where Senny comes for crosses and it just slows the game down and it gives you that breather. So he's been unbelievable really, as well as making some top quality saves.
As a defender, how much does that help when you've got that level of trust and confidence in the guy who's behind you?
Yeah, definitely. When he does come for crossing and stuff like that, and you hear him shout, like it's not a case of is he gonna spill it, is he gonna punch it? You just know he's just gonna catch the ball and relieve that pressure. And also when there has been times where they have got through, he's been there and he's produced some quality saves.
It's been vital, hasn't it, that you've had a good defensive record. A lot's been talked about the squad depth and the lack of options up front, so the fact that you have managed to do that has sort of helped the people that have been playing in those forward positions.
Yeah, I'd say so, but at the same time, in that defence starts from the front, it's an old saying, so I'd say the whole team's worked hard for that defensive record, not just the back four, not just Senny. So yeah, it's a team collective thing, and at the same other end of the pitch, you've had Tom chipping in with goals, Cam's chipped in with goals, so it's a team game, and I think we've been working well as a team.
You've been at the club a little while now, had a couple of different managers as well during that time. Darren's come in as a centre half. Has he really been able to help you, given his history within football?
Yeah, I'd say so. He's obviously, everyone knows the career that he had. He had a very good career at the top level, so he gives little pointers here and there and works with the back four, and I think that's helped us massively.
How much do you feel the club's grown in those 3.5 years since you came in? Obviously, started in League Two, gone to the edge of the playoffs. Do you feel that progress has been steadily made?
Yeah, I'd say so. Obviously, it speaks for itself, really, if you just look at the table. Like you said, when I came, we were in League Two. Unfortunately, the season before, the club had got relegated, and we managed to bounce straight back. We had the first season in League One, which was a bit of a building season. Then obviously we've done well last season, and we're hoping to go one better this year.
Do you feel like you can? I know with the squad and everything else, the fixtures have been all over the place. Do you feel it potentially maybe even an overachievement if you got into the top 6 this year?
Maybe from the outside, people looking in might think that, but as a group, it has been the aim from the start of the season. Obviously, try and get in the playoffs, try and get promoted. I think that's something that the club's got to be looking to do. So if we can make the playoffs and get promoted, then we'll be delighted.
And towards that aim, the next few weeks are going to be huge, aren't they? You've got a lot of games, midweek games for the next few weeks too. How much could that define just how realistic those ambitions are?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's coming up to the business end of the season. I think once you get past the Christmas period, that really starts to show where teams will be. Obviously, we've got a few games in hand, so we'll be looking to take full advantage of those and climb the table.
Only 7 home games left, lots away. I mentioned already that fixtures have been talked about a lot this season. How important is it that you get back to winning ways tomorrow after the disappointment of that Coventry game?
Yeah, I think we need to get back to winning ways. Obviously, we went on a little run just previous to that, and it showed how quickly things can change. We climbed the table fairly rapidly, and we'll be looking to do that again.
And people looking at the table might see Southend and how much they've struggled this year, but the form has improved recently. Are they some dangerous opponents, really?
Yeah, definitely. The gaffers said he's mentioned this week about what Leicester did to Southampton. Obviously, we went down to their place and put in a good performance and got a very good result, but we're well aware that teams like Southampton managed to beat Leicester after a similar thing happened to them, so we'll be going into this game fully focused and fully committed. They're
obviously led by Sol Campbell. Is he a player you sort of looked up to when you were learning the game and growing up?
Yeah, he was obviously had a brilliant career, obviously at the highest level, so you've had role models like him, John Terry and Rio Ferdinand when I was growing up, so yeah, it'll be a bit strange to see him, but it'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he somebody that you grew up watching and tried to sort of take bits from and model your game on?
Yeah, I'd say so. Obviously, it's just a normal thing as a young lad. You look at the best players and the best players that are in the league and in the Premier League, and obviously he was one of those. So you definitely admire what he's done in the game and hope you can, I don't know, just catch a few little bits from when you were watching him. Yeah.
It'd be nice to put one over on him tomorrow, I'd imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we're going in there hoping to get the 3 points.
Brilliant. Thanks, Joe.
Sound.
You mentioned that you and Tom do a lot of work sort of after training and stuff like that. What sort of stuff is it that you're working on? Tom mentioned concentrating on basics has been a big kind of part of
it. The gaffer's taken the centre half really and done a bit of work on heading, stuff like that, just basics. Me and Tom, we take ourselves sometimes and we just do a bit of passing just with like little nets or defending crosses or attacking crosses and just stuff like that. We just try to keep on top of our game any way we can.
Does the manager in particular that's been a big part of working with defence? Any other staffers?
So it happens like obviously there's training sessions, so you'll have attack v defence and stuff like that. So everyone's putting an input into stuff. So I say the manager's played a big part, but you've also got Scoss, you've got Jamie Smith as well, playing their role as well.
Just looking into it, I was surprised how little you and Tom have actually played with each other prior to this kind of run that you're on now. It seems to have clicked really, really quickly. What do you kind of put that down?
Andy Butler's good form, I'd say, before. So we've not played much, but at the same time we've trained together for a long time. Like I said, doing extras and stuff like that. It's not just been this season; it's been previous seasons as well. So we've built a relationship, probably not in matches like you've said, but over at Campley and stuff like that on the training pitch, we've managed to build a relationship. And obviously pre-season as well. I'd say pre-season helped. Obviously there's games there, so yeah, we've not had much of a run together, but I think we do know how each other play, and I think that's helped us.
No surprise then how well it's clicked.
Not for me, no. I'd say obviously I believe Tom's a very good centre half, and I believe I am as well. So I think it doesn't really surprise me that we've done so well. Yeah.
You've got a good relationship with the full-back on your side as well.
Yeah, he follows me around. Can't get rid of him. See him on my days off. So yeah, really good relationship with Brad.
There's a new signing coming today and been confirmed. Has that given a boost to everybody getting the new face?
I'd say so. Yeah, it's obviously good to get some more quality in the building. So it's only going to help us. So we're looking forward to working with him.
During another campaign chasing promotion, what some main differences been with this group of players compared to the campaign last year?
I'd say that the similarities really have been that both groups have been a tight knitted group, and I think that's what's really helped. Really, I know there's a lot of people that left last year and a lot of new people that have come in, but the gaffer's done well at getting similar characters in really. So the dressing room didn't get disrupted or anything like that. So I think just hard work, togetherness, and stuff like that's really helped.
We've heard about a new signing today. Does speculation? Do you know about it much as players during the transfer window, or do you not?
Not really, no. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know about this one. So obviously you hear little bits, you hear little rumours, but to be honest, we hear about as much as what you guys do. So no, we don't hear that much, but it is nice to see someone come in.
Is it quite nice to get to the end of the window as well, so that speculation sort of stops around the club?
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of talk on social media and stuff like that, saying how we need to make signings and stuff like that. And then I think once the window is finished, it'll just be more focusing on getting results and climbing up that table.
You got a game in hand on the table as well. I asked this the other way, do you sort of do the mental maths and think, what if we win that game, and try and look at the league table that way, or do you try not to
No, I try not to think about that. You just look at I personally just look at the fixtures of what we've got coming up, and at the minute just think, go into that game, hopefully get 3 points and then see where you can be after that. So I don't really look too much into the games in hand, but at the same time it is nice to know that we have got that little advantage as well.